everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'll show you how to install macOS on a laptop. So, let's begin. To begin the macOS installation, you will need a USB and macOS images. Now, let's begin. Now, you're gonna download macOS download file. I will go into my YouTube channel and then I will download the macOS recovery file. So I put the link in the description here. Remember to find you guys remember to check it. Now click on download. Now we just need to wait for it to download finish. So at this point, we're gonna download CPU-Z. Now download proprietary. Visit the website. Now download a zip. Now plug in your USB inside the computer. So this method, we just need that about 4 GB USB drive. Now click on format. Now choose 532. Now you're gonna download. Now you're gonna open CPU-Z. Download install CPU-Z. So my CPU is Intel Core 3 8th generation and the CPU code name is Kaby-Lake R. So I will use an EFI for Kaby-Lake. So my motherboard has updated to the latest version. Remember, you need the latest version of the BIOS. So you need BIOS. Now you're gonna type EFI area. Now visit this website. Now I will use an OpenCore notebook. Now last time I checked is the Kaby-Lake CPU, so I'm gonna choose Kaby-Lake. Alright, so we're done. Now extract the EFI and the proprietary file. Now run a file as administrator. Alright, now go to your EFI folder. Go to EFI. Choose OC folder. Now choose a file called config.please file. Now I will use SM BIOS called MacBook Pro 15,1. It works as the same architecture as my RX as the Intel G6 20, and you don't need to worry about this um you need to worry about this. Now I will change the system product name into this. Now remember, if you're using the same um, system as mine, you can use this Ensign BIOS called MacBook Pro 15,2. Now save, change, and exit. Now extract Jensen BIOS master. Now choose number 2. Now go back to EFI folder. Now choose OC. Now drag the config.please file into the command prompt. Now hit enter. Now choose number 3. Alright, so I've used MacBook Pro 15,1 for my CPU graphics card. So you can ask ChatGPT what as about your system can choose. Now extract the macOS Sequoia recovery. Now copy this folder first and also copy the EFI folder. Now paste it in here. Now you're just gonna wait for the folder to copy complete so we can continue. Now restart and head into the BIOS. Now on Dell laptop, it's the F2 key to head into the BIOS. Now choose system configuration. Oh no, I mean go to boot sequence and remember, choose it into UEFI. Now you go to system configuration, choose SATA operation. Now choose HCI. Remember to turn off the secure boot. And all of that you just apply and exit the BIOS. Now head into the boot menu. On Dell laptop, the boot menu key is F12. Now you're gonna choose the OpenCore USB flash drive. Now as you can see here, it's popped the selections of Windows and the macOS installer. So we're gonna head and choose USB DMG. Now you just wait for the code to load. Alright, so when this macOS installer pops up that you're good to go. Now, before all of that, use this utility. Now you're gonna choose the disk that you want to install macOS. So here's the disk sample. Now you can see it, say not mounted. Now choose erase. Now if you want to rename it again, you can rename or you can keep, so I will name it into macOS. And choose the format into APFS. Click on done. Now close the window. Now choose reinstall macOS Sequoia. But before all of that, because Intel Wi-Fi card not support macOS Sequoia, so you will need an Ethernet adapter for the installation, because when you try to install offline it won't work. You need an Ethernet adapter for this. So here's an example. What happens if you don't connect to the Ethernet? So it will say an Ethernet connection is required to install macOS. Now try again. This time with Ethernet connection. So you can see here it allows us to boot into the macOS Sequoia installation. Alright, choose agree. Now choose the disk that you want to install macOS. Now you just wait for it to install so we can continue. Alright, so when this screen pops up, that means you're good to go. And now select your country region. I'm in Vietnam, so I'm gonna select with Vietnam. Now transfer your data to this Mac. If you want to transfer it right now, you can transfer, or you can click on setup as new. Now create a Mac account, so I will name it Dell and type the password. Now sign to your Apple account. So if you want to sign right now, you can sign in, or you can click on setup later. So you're good to go. Now we will begin to use your new MacBook. Right, so say hello to your new MacBook Pro. So I think this is the Dell Book Pro, not the MacBook, but as you can see here, it's received as MacBook Pro. MacBook Pro 13-inch 2018 for Thunderbolt 3 ports. So it's received the right graphics card is Intel HD 620 and 8GB macOS Sequoia 15.5. Now, there's only a problem is you will need to always plug in the Ethernet because the Wi-Fi card doesn't support the Wi-Fi root patching doesn't support this model type of this Wi-Fi card, this Dell laptop. And second thing is I think the Bluetooth and the FaceTime and AirDrops won't work on this. But I think you need to always plug in the Ethernet to use. And the next thing won't work is the sound, the built-in sound of this laptop because it doesn't have a driver. So you will need to plug in the external speaker to use because it doesn't support this, the Wi-Fi and Wi-Fi sound, and Bluetooth won't work on this thing. Now, that is how you install macOS on Windows laptop. So if you like this video, then please subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to click on the like, sub, shares button and watch my new video. And now, goodbye.